Hey, this is Robert, and thank you so much for tuning into Station Square, everybody, and hope everyone is doing well out there. And I know we're just kind of in the middle of July, the second half of 2025, and it's already really does feel like it's warming up all up in here, like over in California, what have you. But speaking of weather, I know I shouldn't like completely just forget and just continue going onwards without mentioning the horrible floods that are happening right now in Texas. So my heart goes out to all of those that are being impacted, and still all those that are being impacted by the wildfires that happened in January. Just definitely don't want to start out without just wishing my condolences to those that are still going through so much, especially during these crazy times. I mean, man, but I just wanted to give that little PSA or just hard note condolences just right from the get-go. But with all of that, I know you kind of don't want to. I mean, it's nice every so often you can kind of turn to something on the news that there's always something going on, but this is what this podcast is for. We're here to take a break from reality for just a little bit because we have our special guest in the corner, Jennifer Martin, who you may remember for a lot of shows on Cartoon Network, including Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, and yeah, so many different projects. Like just checking out her website and her list of credits, and it's just all over the place. So thank you for watching, and how are you doing this lovely afternoon, Jennifer?
Hi, how are you, Robert? I'm awesome. And I think that's important to call out the people that are dealing with the disasters. That's really sad to see that. And also in LA, we just had our 6 month anniversary of the biggest fire. Um, and I know some of the people that lost their homes, and I know some of the people that actually home survived. And there is building happening. And I just want to say thank you for acknowledging that. And then we can move on and kind of depart a little bit from that and think about, I guess, cartoons,
Yeah,
departing from reality,
because we've
which
had so
sometimes
much.
we need. Sometimes we need that. And our brain is not actually supposed to know everything that's going on in the world. And that's like social media wants us to know everything that's going on. And it's like, it's a lot. And we need a break. And that's why I do like television. I'll watch a show and hopefully it's funny or there's some handsome guy like John Hamm to watch with a nice voice. I'm like, no wonder that guy does Mercedes Benz because he's got a great voice. And I think he has a cartoon as well, right? I think he was on The Simpsons. I'm not sure, but it's important. Television is important, and having these shows are important for us to escapism, and that's what TV was made for, is for entertainment, you know. And we get the news constantly now. I don't even like to watch it, and I get on my phone all the time, right? So that's why it's important. Television is so important, and entertainment is so important, and it's okay. And we need to let our little kids out and play. This is important for us all. So, talking about the Powerpuff Girls, huh? One of my favorite cartoons. It was our anniversary. Can you believe it's been so long? What the heck? Where does the time go?
Yeah. And I just looked up the John Hamm. It's called Grimsburg that came out on Hulu last year.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
did that
so
do?
I know it got some pretty decent reviews. I've never watched it, but apparently it let me see. How many seasons does it have? Okay, hold up before we continue. Uh, 2 seasons. So it's
Okay,
going pretty good.
okay, that's
It
not
went
bad.
pretty well. Yeah.
And who else is in it? Do they say who else is in it?
Like
Well,
Kevin
maybe.
Michael Richardson, Greg, yeah, I think Tara Strong may have did a character. David Scott, man, yeah, it has so many people in here.
Because Tara does everything.
Oh, Debbie Derryberry, because of
Of
course.
course. I love Debbie.
Yeah, I was just literally talking with somebody before this where she was actually mentored by Debbie, and now we're talking about Debbie on a different episode. Who would have thunk it?
So cool. I love that. And
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, Debbie's been
yeah.
around for as long as I've been around, and She's always had, Tommy Pickles, or what is it? Who is it? Tommy, not Tommy
Yeah, it's
Pickles.
Tommy
That's
Pickles. Yeah,
it is Tommy Pickles.
Rugrats.
She's always had that little voice.
Yeah,
And the thing with Tara is Tara has that little girl voice, but she can also go down under and down here. And
yeah,
that's lethal. I mean, she can do that little, oh my gosh. The Powerpuff Girls, my favorite. That cute little voice that she can go up all the way up there. I can go a little bit up there, but I don't sound as young as her. But I
yeah.
can go up here. It's very nasal up here. Like, oh, you know. And I'm more like, more my more signature is down here and like a little more chest and like a little deeper, right? But I can go up here a little bit too. It doesn't sound as good sometimes. And then you had who else was it? Bart Bart Simpson.
Oh, Nancy Cartwright. Yeah,
Nancy. Yeah. So and she got that down and was a
yeah.
woman,
I
which was
mean,
awesome.
I mean, she actually got coaching from Dawes Butler, who did a lot of the Hanna-Barbera, characters like Huckleberry, Yogi Bear, all
Oh
those.
wow,
Yeah,
Dawes. Yeah, Dawes is
yeah,
famous for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. She was mentored by Dawes, and she really put
Wow.
it into use. And what, The
I didn't know that.
Simpsons still going strong after like over close to 4 decades, I think. Is
Yeah,
3, I think. Yeah, it's crazy how time flies, man. Like
it
it's been
really
on
does.
the air for so long.
It is amazing. It's the longest running, I think, cartoon or animated series.
Or sitcom animated series out there, yeah.
Maybe, what's the other one?
Like Family
Um,
Guy or SpongeBob or
or uh, what's the park one?
The
Um,
Park.
South
Oh,
Park?
South Park.
South
Yeah,
Park.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That one too.
yeah,
Longest running. They
man.
usually just, they don't want to, I don't know. You know,
Yeah,
it's
you
kind
never
of,
know. Yeah.
you don't. And there's very few shows that last that long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. But so that Simpsons, what a great show.
Yeah.
And all those people are still alive, right? Everyone in
Oh,
that show is still kicking, right?
oh yeah, yeah. Oh boy,
Yeah,
because I know we
great.
all talk about like, oh, how long is it going to be before, something happens? But I'm just saying that, for a show that has been going as strong as Sims, I mean, look, Tress McNeil and all these
Oh,
guys that are even on there, Dan, just so many of these cast members that are
yeah,
still working on the series since literally the very beginning, and they're
yeah,
still, and you know, they still got it. That's
they
the
do.
best thing about it. Yeah,
And they predict things too. But I love Family Guy. They'll predict stuff. Family Guy's awesome. Do you
yeah.
watch that?
Yeah, like Family Guy. I was literally just thinking about it, and I mentioned SpongeBob as well, but Lori Allen can just go from like that news reporter, Diana, and then she'll just be like Pearl from SpongeBob, different
Yeah, that's
characters. And that's what makes it so fun. It's like you get to play these different characters, and then you still get that person that's like, that's you, you know? Yeah, that's what's so
yeah.
funny about it. Yeah,
Lori Allen. I mean, she's great. Lori Allen,
yeah.
I love her. And same thing with who did you just mention? Oh, of course, Tom Kinney, my favorite.
Yes, 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 yes.
Love
Oh my
him.
gosh. Yeah.
Such a nice guy too. Like a
Oh yeah.
really what
Yeah.
happened?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, it just went dark on me. But it's
Oh,
go. I got it. I think it
oh
was
no.
my I didn't touch the screen, you
No
know?
worries. It's all good. Yeah. But on the
Yeah.
subject of Tom, it's like, he was also on the Powerpuff Girls as the mayor, the narrator, and does so many
Yeah.
different characters on that show. And yet, when you go over to SpongeBob, also a lot of his characters are just, I mean, you could kind of tell it's the same actor, but the characters that he does is like, notice how I'm not saying voices because it's
They're
really
amazing.
character acting to me. So I really think that SpongeBob is way, way different from like say somebody like I don't know, the mayor or uh what's that other show he was on? Like Adventure Time as Ice King. Just the sheer range that that guy has is just incredible.
He's amazing
Yeah,
and such a nice guy too. Like a good
he really
man.
is. Yeah,
No,
I
he really
met
is.
him. Yeah, because
He
I think
is.
because he also does a band too.
Oh
Amazing
yeah, yes,
singer as well. Yeah,
yeah. Yes.
yeah. Because I
He does
met
a lot of
him a few. Yeah, because I met Tom and Lori at what was it, Nostalgia, something at Anaheim. Like that happened here in. Yeah, it was Nostalgia Con. So it was a convention where it was pretty much like a mini reunion where a lot of the voice
Mhm.
actors like Ray DeLisle, E.G.
Oh yeah.
Daily, Tom, and all these guys, they were all there, and it was just kind of like a mini reunion, just talking about the shows. And not only did I meet Tom Kenny, but I also met one of my all-time favorites, Rob Paulson, who was also there. And
Oh,
I think he was also on Powerpuff as for like other. I
a little
pretty sure
bit.
he was one of the. I think he was like the Rowdy Rough. Yeah,
Boys.
those Rowdy Rough the Rowdy
Yeah.
Rough Boys. I think that was him. Yeah,
Yes. No, he's great. Another
yeah,
big guy,
amazing.
been around
Yeah,
forever. These
yeah,
are legends. We're talking
yeah,
legends. I
yeah,
worked with him in a few things. I'm trying to think. Let's see. I mean,
yeah,
look at all the characters Tom Kenny has done.
yeah,
Tom Kenny, I mean, there's like I'll watch him. I'll just watch him like, and he'll be talking like he'll be the mayor, and he'll be this other guy, and he'll be some other guy, and everything is. You're like, how does he do it? He's an
yeah,
amazing person.
yeah.
Who's the other
And this.
like that? I don't remember. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I remember on that show was Jeff Bennett, Jim
Oh,
Cummings from time to time, and just watching when you watch these. Oh, Roger Jackson, Mojo Jojo, just
Roger,
kills me
Mojo
every
Jojo,
time. Yes,
Mojo
every
Jojo, and
time.
he almost looks like
Yes,
Mojo Jojo, and he is
yeah.
so. He's another one, talented. And then Tom, the other Tom
Oh,
was
oh yeah, Tom Kane. Yeah,
Kane,
yeah. Professor
and
Utonium. Yeah.
yes, Professor Utonium.
And then he's Yoda for Star Wars. Well, he was playing Yoda for quite some time, but yeah,
Didn't
like
know
talk
that.
about yeah, talk about
Legend,
versatility, man. Yeah,
legendary.
yeah,
I miss him. I miss all those people. Yeah,
I
that's part of the
know,
business now. We don't all get together anymore,
I
really.
know, yeah,
And that's part of like such a great ensemble. And we're all actors, right? All of us were, we're all, it all comes from acting, and all of us were actors. I mean, maybe Don LaFontaine, there's a few of those people, but Don LaFontaine was doing, in a world where
like
there
in a
is a broken,
world, yeah,
it wasn't really, I mean, I guess you could call that a character, but he was doing, just the Don LaFontaine voice. And it is so iconic. And he was a producer. He was not a voiceover person. Did you know that? He was not a voiceover guy. He was a producer. And they were like, why don't you do it? And he's like, no, I don't do that. And then he rode around in a limo because this was the day and the age where you went to studio, which I remember too. It was great. The studios were amazing. They had kitchens fully stocked. And of course, when it's free, there's no calories, right? So I would always eat ice cream. I was like, this is free calories. It's good for my voice, right? Anyway,
it's a good cheat day.
totally candy everywhere,
Yeah,
anything you could want, because they wanted the producers to come back and use their studio. And anything the producers wanted, they could get. And it was great. The huge rooms, big spacious rooms, and you had, all of us in the room together, all of us together, which was awesome. I wanted that. I like that. I miss that. You know? Now we're in like our rooms. I'm in my closet. It's not it's different. It's changed. It's changed a lot. So I miss those days of going to like Cartoon Network. Something about going into the Cartoon Network and recording in Cartoon Network, and you're behind the booth and you're behind the glass and they're all talking, and you don't know what they're saying. But we all, we're all together there. They like put us in a, a little like, horseshoe, and we could actually interact. It was so awesome to be able to interact with another actor. I did that with a lot of that was when I did. You probably don't, maybe you don't know Men in Black. I loved that character, and it was all guys. And Salami Studios, which has recorded so many amazing things, um, and in Burbank. And there was all of these such talented actors doing Men in Black, famous people that would come in and do the dark, this like dark character. And, because we always had to have an evil villain. There's always an evil villain, which is my favorite thing to play. And I miss all those days of going in the studio. So now that's changed everything. We all have our own studios now. We're doing it pretty much by ourselves,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is pretty much where I'm in most of the time. Most of my, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the days I'm just either recording
Me
by
too.
myself, auditioning, or
Yeah.
just if I'm lucky to book a session with a director or somebody, like, hey, that's cool. But most of the time we usually do just do these on our own. Like somebody would just say, hey, that's nice. Your cast is this, so we want these done by a certain deadline. So
Totally.
usually like in the same day.
Totally.
A lot of the times.
It's so
Yeah.
true. So that I miss that part because also you have people directing you. Also, when you
Yeah.
went to auditions, you would go to casting. Now, there's, you go to casting directors. And so you'd have to drive around to places. You have to go to this studio, that studio. That's why Don LaFontaine had a limo. Just take the limo everywhere. And those were the days. But now, cut to forward, uh, the positive about it is that you are not driving around. So that's a good thing. Um, but I miss the other element of someone there to, do everything for me, and direct me
Exactly.
and direct
Yeah.
me. And then we're doing animation because I do a lot of commercials. I do corporate narration. So that's all on my own. The director sometimes is on the phone, or in sort, they don't usually have, or they have Source Connect if I'm lucky. But a lot of things is on the phone. They're like directing me. But most of the time, you don't go in the studio anymore. And I don't know if they're doing that much with the TV animated series, like John Hamm's series. I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
wonder.
And funny thing about it, because I also just looked here and Alan Tudyk is also on the show.
Buttercup, my favorite.
Yeah, Buttercup. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Ah. I love
Yeah,
EG.
show it to EG next time, or Elizabeth. Sure, you see her next time. But
Well, I see.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't really
sorry.
see Elizabeth, but I see EG a lot, and Tara. I mean, just online and stuff because we like Instagram or whatever social media. I don't know. I don't think Tom is on it that much. Some people are. Tom
No,
Kenny, I think
yeah,
Tom
no,
Kenny, not Tom Kane wasn't. I think he's better. I think he was ill though.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
glad he's doing better, thank God. So,
yeah.
you got to take care of yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think I was saying before, like with Alan Tudyk was in the show Grimsburg that I was just talking about. Like Alan is also somebody who's done like he was in a lot of the Disney animated films that came out, and I think he's currently the Mad Hatter for some of the media, or it might be
Oh,
somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean he does a really good like Mad Hatter. I mean, just give the guy some credit. Like
so
he's also
John,
very versatile. Sorry.
John picked the best people. He's like, I'm checking all the top people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
But
get all these guys. Yeah, just
Tara,
bring them here. Yeah,
I'm like, hello.
yeah,
But
and
Tara
Scott
is,
Menville.
oh yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I,
these
I
guys.
never knew that Tara could do that other voice. I always thought
Yeah,
she's that little squeaky voice. I didn't know she did. She can go down there. Where she does Miss
yeah,
Minutes.
like
So that's
Raven
a
from
very
like Teen Titans. I think.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that, a little bit of that, but she's amazing. I love her. But I
Uh,
like to go up there a little bit, It's kind of fun. But I'm always hard for the deeper, lower registers down
I mean,
here and the
it's just
evil eye.
something. Yeah. I mean,
I
hey,
know.
it's just something that you kind of do very well. And I mean, we all have just kind of like that certain quality in our voices that, okay, when we work on that, it's like, man, you can kind of really expand your range with
Yeah,
just what
it
you
is.
can do with just your natural voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why I would do little characters here and there, oh, little baby, just they want one person to say that line or that person to say that line, you know,
Yeah.
when you're doing animation. Because there's always other street characters or other people make it
Yeah.
more, you
Yeah.
know. Always in the Powerpuff Girls, we always had another lady or a guy in the street,
Yeah.
what's that? Oh no, look at that,
Oh,
we're the
look up in the
Powerpuff Girls,
sky. Yeah.
right? God, I love the Powerpuff Girls. And a lot of people love the Powerpuff Girls. They had no idea,
Yeah.
I still get people that, like they love to dress up like them in Halloween,
Dude, cosplay.
you
Oh
know?
my gosh. The conventions that I would go to and seeing these people just cosplays is just it just blows my mind, man. Like
Me
I
too.
I just don't, man. Like I would dress up, but like if I were to cosplay as somebody, it would just be Miles Morales. But like no, these people just go above and beyond and I'm just
Yeah,
like, how?
they're
How
into
do they
it.
do it? Yeah.
It's just their thing. And
And
then,
you got to be crazy enough to do it, which a lot of us kind of are. We're doing something that we're kind of crazy enough to do, but hey,
yeah,
we're still here.
I think I'm going to start doing those conventions. They contacted me and I dropped the ball on it. Um, just because I was thinking, I don't know if I want to travel there because I have a sick cat.
Oh,
So but locally, I would go.
yeah. I mean,
And
there's a lot over here that, yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot around here. Yeah. Do you go to
yeah.
those conventions?
Yeah, because I just mentioned the Nostalgia Con, but I also do like
Yeah.
the Comic Cons that, like what's that other one? Wonder Con that's here in Anaheim, and also like the LA, Los Angeles Comic Con that's like over, that's in downtown. But San Diego and like the anime stuff, those are like, man, those are expensive.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
especially for San Diego because it's so humongous and they sell out so
I
fast.
bet. I
Yeah,
bet. Well, that's the
um,
most famous one.
exactly. But going back to the Powerpuff Girls, since it's kind of like, I
Hmm.
think last year was kind of the 25th, if I'm, or I think it might have been the year before. Yeah, but either way, it's the anniversary. So I don't know. Time has just been really kind of
I think the
messing me.
movie was the 23rd because it's the July
Oh,
3rd.
yeah, yes, yes, yeah.
It was the movie,
But with the
which was the,
Powerpuff Girl, yeah. But with the Powerpuff Girls itself, so getting to be working on that show in particular because you've worked with Craig, Colette, and all of these amazing people that I'm just name dropping here, Lauren Fowles. Just getting to be a part of that show. How would you say that it was like? Because would you say that because you've done a lot of TV and acting and so on and so forth, was I just wanted to make sure that I'm correct on this.
yes.
With my research, was this kind of your first like major big series that you've done, like animated and so on and so forth? I just want to
Um,
ask you guys.
well, I worked on Johnny Bravo a lot, and I worked
Yeah.
on Men in Black, and
Oh
then
yeah. Okay.
and Dexter's Laboratory. But you
Oh
never know how
yeah.
big
Yeah.
it's gonna be, right? We didn't know Powerpuff
Yeah.
Girls was gonna be blow up. We had no idea. No one really knows that, I don't think. Um, like the John Hamm show. I don't know what that's about, but I'm surprised it's not getting more. Maybe they're not doing PR. I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. Um, but I think I just like maybe it's just the Powerpuff Girls caught on. It's a good theme. Girls loved it. I just never know. Look at Seinfeld. I don't think anyone knew that Seinfeld was going to be that big.
It's still
Like,
everybody still talks about it
right?
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still. Oh, how about Friends? Like
Yeah.
Friends, and that was such a great show, and that's still like young people still watch that. Now you have like Love Island. Like that's the big show, Love Island. And it's like, wow, that's what people are into. Love Island. But see, people want to escape. This is about escapism, if you think about it. And that's okay. We need that, as I said at the very beginning. We need that right now. And that's okay. That's what these shows are about. Put me on an island with a bunch of people in bikinis. And let's get drunk and see what happens. Let's put 10 really attractive people, 10 women and 10 men, and just see what happens.
Yeah, for
And
real.
get them drunk. And don't let them sleep very much. Oh, they sleep together, right?
I don't know. I
They
haven't
sleep
really seen
together
much
and
of the
they take.
show.
I've seen it. I was shocked. I
Yeah.
mean, that's people, that's like the number one show right now.
Yeah, so you
It's,
just never know what's gonna blow up.
you just don't know, you know, and what's going to
Yeah.
take off. And this, there was like, you know, obviously there's like merchandising. I feel like that always helps. But what is the merchandising on Love Island, you know? But I think for kids, they want that. They want something like that. Like the Powerpuff Girls was such a, I mean, Craig was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
Still
had
is
anything that
brilliant.
great since the
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls, you know? He has, what did he do? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think he was Foster for that
Yeah.
imaginary friend show with a lot of the
Yes.
same people that have worked on Powerpuff.
Oh,
What's
totally.
that show on Disney? Oh my God. Water Over
Archie.
Yonder. I almost blanked out on that. Yeah. So, Kid, I think he did another one. I trying to remember if it was on Netflix or something. But yeah, he's still doing a lot of, great stuff. But I think when it
Yes.
comes to the cultural and just the impact of Powerpuff, I think it's like, man, they're kind of a tough act to follow. I mean, not that his other stuff isn't all that
It
great. I'm not
is.
saying
But it's
that,
true.
but it's so true because Powerpuff really was the lightning in a bottle show
I mean, it
at
was,
just the right time,
we had no idea.
right
We had
place,
no
right
idea.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, and the girls, it's like, what a brilliant idea. These girls have powers, you know? And Professor Utonium and, you know, saving the world before bedtime. You know, what a great idea. Giving little girls power. I think it's
yeah,
awesome. And they all have their own little such, you know, their little personalities, which
yeah.
make
That's
it
what's really
unique,
great about it. Yeah,
and embracing our differences, which is important. So there's a lot of good themes there. A
yeah,
lot of good, you know, lessons there that I think work. So we should bring on another one,
yeah. And
right?
hopefully bring back Frank and all those guys. You know,
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah, I would love that.
yeah. If we do get a reboot that actually has the original, team
The
behind it.
OGs.
The OGs, exactly.
We call
Yeah.
them OGs.
Yeah, because they tried many times.
I
Some of it didn't
know.
work out, but
It didn't
what can
work
you
because
do?
they people aren't buying it.
Yeah. And it's also like, look,
Is you can't
I,
fake you can't fake that. You can't, you
yeah,
know, on the original, it's like, why are you trying to fix it? Wasn't broken.
exactly. Like I'm not the creator. I don't make the
You know,
decisions. It's the network, so they can
of
decide
course
what
it
they want to do
is.
with it. But,
Of
if you
course.
don't have the heart, then what's the point?
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Exactly.
You know, people liked it. Why
Yeah.
would you change that? Why change it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
unless it's broken.
yeah.
So that's just my opinion. But I don't work for the network. So, and things change, as
Yeah.
I said, things have so changed with streaming and all these different platforms. You know, it's changed. It's all like
Yeah.
apps now. Don't you think?
Yeah, or streaming services because, like I said, there's
Well,
Netflix, Hulu, yeah, so on and so forth.
that's how they make money. How else are you going to make money unless it's a streaming service? It's all about that.
Or
It's, you know,
apps, yeah, especially
subscription,
apps.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I kind of wanted to ask you about Miss Bellum because
I
um,
mean,
we could kind of discuss we could talk about the show all day, but specifically when you played the character, when you got the part, actually, like, how did the audition process go? Because I'm kind of curious.
well, I went in. I can't even remember who the casting was now. Um,
back during the days when you
And
could go in studio. Yeah.
yeah, you went in and there was a microphone there. And then I think I had a few lines and I read them. And remember laughing in between a line, which I was doing a class the other day and a girl said that a casting person said that she should never laugh in an audition. And I thought, wow, that's what got me the role, I believe, because I laughed. And I kind of played this girl. Um, I didn't play myself. I played a girl that I was, I play a girl. Like I'm thinking about this woman in particular. So it makes me a character. Because if it's myself, it's different. So when I put on the character, this girl, it just puts me in that Miss Bellum mode, you know? And I think of her and it gets me in that mode. It's like it's a character. So that's how I just thought about, I channeled this one woman that I think of and put it in my audition. And as I said, I've done a lot of animation. I had no idea this was going to be such a big deal. I really don't think anyone knew, you know? So you never know.
Playing Miss Bellum and everything. What was something that you really appreciated about her? Like just something that you saw inside, or just something that kind of also stood out to you about her? What was something that you found to be the most like that you kind of got connected to in a way, like that's really close to your own, I guess, character, personality, and
Well,
what have
she's
you?
sexy and smart. I like those things. So smart and sexy, you know? Um, and she was those things. And she was like the brain cerebellum. Cerebellum's part of our brain, right? You know that.
Yeah.
Cerebellum was the brain behind the mayor, who was Tom Kenny, who was a doofus, who was blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And I didn't even know until recently there was a lot more like double entendres, like watching videos where they're like, this was a child's cartoon where he's showing the
Oh,
pencil
and you
break, that one, and like, you see a big picture of, right there in cleavage, and I didn't see any of that. Like I didn't
there's
see
a
any
lot of jokes
because
like that.
and because I'm looking at just the written word. A lot of
Yeah.
times we got the storyboard, but I think that they kind of maybe put something, they left it out, maybe. I don't know. All I know is that I didn't remember a lot of that stuff. I could be wrong. I don't remember it, but I do remember just because we had lines when you're in the studio. You don't have the storyboard unless I brought it with me. Usually we got it mailed to us. It was dropped off. I still have a lot of those storyboards. It was hard for me to throw them away because it was so cool to see that. I'm sure now it's all digital. You know what I mean? It was so cool to see the drawings and love that and loved that. So that's what we had. And then you had a script because you can't have the storyboard. It's like this thick of pictures of pictures of pictures on the podium or whatever, the stand that we put our script on. So you would have your script here and it would just be lines. So I had to know what was happening in between. We didn't always say. So then I could flip so I could take that. I mean, I didn't have obviously as many lines as say the Powerpuff Girls,
Yeah.
but still so fun. Still
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. I think one of my absolute favorite episodes was they go into the future
Oh,
and you get
yeah.
to see everybody. Yeah. And then you get to see just Miss Bellum just absolutely just broken. Just, oh
Broken.
my
I'll
gosh,
never
that
forget.
episode. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes, she was
I remember
totally
the
broken.
dark
And
stuff.
everybody
Why
saw
is it
that
that I
too.
remembered the dark stuff about it?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't even like when I saw that video, like even the Medusa fighting. I mean, when it's live, when you see it live, it's so amazing because you're just seeing this in a picture, and then to see it all come out was amazing. And that Medusa fight, because remember we changed bodies. Do you remember that? It was like I forget what they called that.
Ooh,
Um,
the body changing episode?
something, yeah, where I was like, everyone had a different voice, you know what I mean? It was so funny. was so good.
Yeah. Oh, it was a
And
body
Medusa,
swap. Yeah.
yeah, and Medusa was Jennifer Hale. That was who Jennifer Hale played, Medusa.
Oh, I
Hmm.
love Jennifer too. Another Jennifer. So, hey.
No, Jennifer Hale. She was, the teacher.
Oh yeah, Miss Keene. Yeah. And I
Hey,
think she was also more bugs. I didn't
who?
find out about more bugs, the spoiled she was the spoiled girl on the show. I think that was also Jennifer, or I think that could be
Maybe.
somebody else. Yeah, I think that might have been her, but because I know she probably did that voice for a couple of other characters on like Cartoon Network shows and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like I said, working with all these people and just seeing them just go from one to the next is just insane. I mean, I do that too, but it's like when
Yeah.
you really get to see these
Be
people
careful.
at work just
Yeah.
doing it effortlessly, it's like, wow, man, how do you do it?
I don't think it's easy. I mean, I think it's
God,
more competitive than ever before because a lot of people can.
mm,
There's a lot of talented people out there, you
exactly.
know,
Yeah.
and they
So,
probably get to see it so accessible to watch and look online to see people doing stuff. That's the other thing.
oh yeah,
I mean, Robin Williams is one of my favorite, from The Little
Wizard
Mermaid, and I just love
Williams.
him. The
Yeah,
whole Aladdin thing. I met him many, many years ago. He was hilarious in real
wow.
life. He was a funny man. He
Yeah,
really was a funny man.
yeah,
And so talented, like so talented. Um, Very fortunate, very grateful I got to work with talented people. You know,
yeah,
Tara Stone, she's so good.
yeah. Let me record. Alrighty, we're back. So, yeah, I think we're just about to wrap it up. I know there's plenty more questions to ask, which, I mean, honestly, with a lot of the stuff that's been happening, it's kind of like, it kind of speaks for itself with like SAG strike and, everything else going on in the industry. And we were just kind of having like, really deep discussions about, the impact of everything and where to really go from here. And since we kind of reached there's some sort of agreement with the video game stuff going on. We'll have to
I think
see what happens in the
I
future.
hope
Yeah.
so.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like, where do you see everything going forward? Like outside the industry, life, so on and so forth.
for me,
Yeah.
um, well, I'd love to do more animation. I hope to get another series. I'm auditioning. My agent is sending me stuff. Uh, Arlene Thornton, and so Arlene Thornton, and I love acting. I love voice acting, and it's my passion. And I also, to stay in shape and to stay healthy, I do Pilates. And I got certified and I teach classes too, which I love. Keeps me busy. Keeps me not like, when's my next audition or when's my next gig. I'm doing a lot of corporate narration, which is not as exciting as animation, let's face it, but it's better than nothing. So I'm grateful for all the work I have. And I have my own studio. Um, Not like that glamorous. It's not right in my second room. So, and I just hope, keep working and staying healthy. Really important to stay healthy.
I think
Anyway,
this probably, yeah. Sorry.
thank you so much for everything.
Yeah. And thank you too. Thanks so much for being here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see where this ends up leading me later down the line.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And
And
well, and you know, you can always go on my website, jennifermartinvo.com, if you want to get any coaching. I'm available for coaching as well.
well, yeah. So speaking of coaching,
Mhm.
what led you to, want to start coaching people?
Well, because I can tell people need help, you know, and it's a need, and I don't. It's like not a full-time job, but I think it helps me. I like being coached, honestly, so I get coached too because I think as an actor, we get a little neurotic about being perfect, you know. and that wasn't good enough, or that's not good enough. And that's hard. I mean, to not like and to not be objective because you're recording yourself. No one's telling you do it this way. I have to change that on my own, and then I'm listening back. Which one is the best one? What am I going to put first? Then you hear like, how many takes do you do? And then which one's the better one? I don't think it's always easy. It's great. Um, some things are easier than others. Let's face it, characters are harder. I had a character read the other day, and they wanted me to be like a mom. She was Midwestern. She was Midwestern, and you betcha. Uh, oh yeah. So she was Midwestern, and then uh, Granny had to be like crazy weird. All right. Like I had to make her like, oh, what? Like this is really, oh, my feet are killing me. I had, the fascists searched me at the airport, and I had cyanide, arsenic, and fireworks. How dare they? Like, and then who knows? Was that too cartoony? Like I said, most of the time it's my voice. It's like more like kind of a version of my voice. But I love to be cartoony. But they're always, more rounded and real. That's more kind of like I would say what's going on now. Because it changes, right? Anyway, that's just my all my opinions.
Yeah, no worries. So those like Powerpuff and the stuff that you're doing right now, corporate e-learning, everything else
Hmm.
that you just mentioned, would you say that those are kind of like, you know, you just think back to specifically working on these cartoons, doing Cartoon Network at Hanna-Barbera, way back in the day, and it just reminds you why you just love performing, period, like from stage to
Yeah.
theater, like voiceover, just
I
anything you
would
could
do
just,
theater. I love theater. I
yeah,
studied theater. Theater's awesome. Theater's where it's at. There's just
yeah,
not a lot here in Los Angeles. I actually, my favorite, honestly, and everyone should be doing this. I don't want to say that. I want to say everyone. But if you're an actor or a voiceover person, I highly recommend improv. Improv. So fun, you guys. And improv comes from like, that's how a lot of shows come from an improv. I didn't know that. Um, and I went to Second City and I went to the conservatory, and that was of course pre-pandemic. It's kind of like pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, right? So I categorize things now. This is such a marking in our time. That was pre-pandemic and things changed. So now I need to go back to improv because I miss it. It is so fun, you guys. I highly recommend improv. Do you do improv?
was actually
Improv?
looking into the groundlings, as a matter of fact.
That's what I've been looking into because I think um, Second City left Hollywood. It used to be in Hollywood.
Yeah, they
That's where I
did.
went,
Oh my God. Yeah.
but it
Oh
was
my,
crazy there.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I had to carry Mace meet me like this because I had crazy people coming at me. I literally, I was like, oh my God. Like, so I had a guy try to, commit suicide. I had some guy come at me. I had some people, I mean, just, I don't know what it was. I was like, why are they coming at me? Why? People just come at me, start talking to me like crazy people. I was like people lying in the street. I think they had to move there. They first they had a stairwell up there, and they shut that down where they had to close it off, so it was all locked. It was all locked up. But Hollywood's gotten a little nuts. Really got to be careful if you come to Hollywood. I remember my friend took his mom to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she goes, "Is this where they do the Oscars? Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yes, this is where it's done." And she's like, "I can't believe that." Well, they put a red carpet. They close off Hollywood Boulevard. They put like a huge red carpet. All those stands doesn't look anything like Hollywood does now. So it's all like smoke and mirrors, right? Anyway, it's so nice talking to you. If anyone wants any questions or anything, you can always email me. I mean, contact me on my website.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today. I guess to close this out, what is the last bit of advice that you want to give to those that also want to, you know, get this crazy business and what have you?
Mm, study. Studying always helps, and improv. The improv really helps. And you can get characters from improv. So, and
Yeah,
stay confident. Stay, you know, um, I think that sometimes we can get carried away with being perfect and know that there's something called the spotlight effect. Like we think everything is a us, but there's other things that are going on, right? And everyone has that. So just to enjoy yourself while you're doing your auditions. Have fun, play around, do a character, or be yourself. Hey, thanks a lot. I was a Trojan, so I fight on.
yeah. And that's just kind of something that you love so much about being in just doing acting and just something that just really keeps you afloat. Just staying positive.
You gotta play. You gotta play.
Bingo.
Play
Yes.
and have fun and visualize. Visualize who you are and who you're talking to. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part is visualization and like really thinking about it and who is this character,
Yeah.
Because I think it's
Absolutely.
really when you get that character, it helps a lot, and then just, have fun.
Yeah. You've already plugged in your socials or just anything that might be coming out that we might hear you in?
We'll see. I don't know if I can talk about it right now.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Okay.
you got to keep those NDAs in check.
Yes.
For the outro, would you like to say, "My
Yeah.
name is Jennifer"? Oh, sorry. I was gonna
The
say,
NDAs can be annoying sometimes,
yeah,
NDAs.
yeah. So
Yeah.
many NDAs, man. It's
They're
unbelievable.
like, don't
But
share, don't talk about it. Like, there's a whole thing, in red letters.
yeah,
And
and
I
I
don't
mean,
want to
it's
be mad
just
at me.
crazy. Some contracts are kind of like really specific. Like I
Yeah.
remember at one interview, Tom Kenny said that he can't use his SpongeBob voice outside of the show or any media that is not. Yeah, like Nickelodeon is very strict on that. They own the copyright to SpongeBob's voice. I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, then you
So
have
that's
AI
why,
going
yeah.
on. AI. So AI kind of think imitate him, maybe. Not
Yeah.
sure. AI is crazy.
Yeah. And
That's
also,
about the
yeah.
contract. That was part of the contract, by the way. You
Yeah.
know, AI.
And also
So
art theft exists too.
yeah, true.
Yeah. But
So
what was
one
I gonna
thing, what were you gonna say? We're gonna say one more
Yeah,
thing.
I was gonna say like outro. You could say my name is Jennifer Martin. I voiced shows, list of projects we've done, and this is Station Square with Robert Jackson. That's usually the outro I do for the show. If
What's
you're
the
up for it.
last part?
Oh, Station Square podcast with
Oh,
Robert Jackson.
Station Square.
Yeah,
Station
if you're up for
Square.
it. Yeah, with
Station
Robert. Yeah,
with Robert, just Robert.
with Robert Jackson. Yeah,
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
Can I say that at the beginning?
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you for watching or listening. This is Station Square with Robert Jackson, and I'm Jennifer Martin, where I'm the Ms. Sarah Bellum from the Powerpuff Girls and Elle from Men in Black. Um, Also did a bunch of stuff for Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack, Warrior Woman, and Dexter's Laboratory. And you'll be hearing more from me soon. I wish you all well. Thank you for listening.
thank you for reminding me of Samurai and Dexter. I think you did a because I just remembered one episode where I think you were a computer,
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
Computer.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
warrior from Samurai. Man, I
Yeah.
boy, that brings back memories. Samurai
And
Jack.
then there was another one, like the Rowdy Rough Boys, I think. He had a date with one of the guys. It was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just also want to give one last shout out to Phil Lamar. I mean, just Also another legend, just Samurai Jack, Mad
Yeah,
TV. His
for
resume
sure.
just speaks for itself, man.
Yes.
It really does. So, yeah, I don't have anything much else to say, but thank you for watching. Stick around next time on Station Square, and until next time, love y'all. God bless. Stay safe out there, and keep shining on. Punch every day in the face. Boop. Alrighty. Yeah.